Good morning. You would think after watching all of this footage from last year and a little bit of earlier this year, I would know that this is not my camera angle. I've since learned. But I can't really do anything about that at the moment. I just wanted to pop up real quick and let you know that everything you're watching was pre-recorded like months ago. Like, I have been absent, but I have not been not filming. And I want to apologize. I just wasn't in the right state of mind to be editing and getting all of this out here. So what I think I'm gonna do is just keep recording and posting, and just when I catch up, I catch up. But that just means more content for you and more randomness. And feel free to ask me a whole bunch of questions in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer them. But until then, let me send you on to Past Me. And you can find out what I've been up to and why my background looks a little different. Okay, so I just made a video this morning about I'll just play it here. Okay, so humor me for a second because I don't usually pop on Instagram and do this. So I'm in my Bible this morning and I'm reading chapter 4 of Jonah and trying to just like take it chapter by chapter, do a deep dive, doesn't matter. Why is it I got to the end of the chapter, the end of the book, and God's talking to Jonah about why are you getting sad about this one plant when there are over 120,000 people in that city down there? Shouldn't I feel the same way you feel about that plant? My brain immediately went to, so the ultimate plant dad is God. I mean, that random thought isn't wrong. I mean, essentially, the way we feel about the plants these days, the way we're like plant moms and plant dads, and just like, we want to make sure we're doing it right, but then also we know exactly what they need. And sometimes they don't respond to what we know they're supposed to respond. Anyways, I just wanted to pop on real quick and say that and share that thought because, I don't know, it made me laugh and it made sense. So, yeah, have a good day. But essentially, this has nothing to do with that. This is just a completely new thought, and I just wanted to preface it by saying this is the second time I've been on camera because a thought came into my head. I'm watching a video unrelated, and I'm just sitting here, and in my head I'm hearing about, like, I'm taken back to my uncle's wedding, and one of his new daughters had her hair down, and they didn't want her hair to get into her food. No problem, understand. So I just take off my scrunchie and I'm like, give it to the person who's asking, and he's like, oh, are you serious? You're messing up your hair. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. This is their family's big union of two families blending together in holy matrimony. I'll be fine with just taking out my scrunchie and giving it to the child who needs to eat. But then it just made me think about more recently, like my grandma, she got into a car accident and she's perfectly fine. She's fine. But like, I was just letting people know at church, because she used to attend the church and she's still technically a part of the family, but she just attends somewhere else on Sunday morning. So I'm just updating them to let them know what's going on and to just get their get their concerns, make sure nobody's concerned, and if they want to say anything to her, they can talk to her because now they know. And while I'm telling some of the stories, like, a lot of them, like, oh, you're such a good granddaughter, because a part of the story was about how I drove her all around town afterwards. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to ever say to that except for thank you, but at the same time, it's like, it's common decency. She's my grandma. Why wouldn't I? And like, the child needs to eat without getting hair in her food. Why wouldn't I? And it's just like, the reality is, I don't think a lot of people do this. Otherwise, other people wouldn't be commenting on it. What the world is going on? Why aren't y'all doing common decency acts? Why am I the exception? Please, do not let me be the exception. Just do the thing. Just be nice. Be kind. Be generous with your time. It's so sad. I'm laughing, but I'm also just like genuinely concerned for the state of humanity that these basic gestures are an exception for some people. What? What? But it is. Sorry, I just had a little realization. I wanted to share it on camera. But yeah, some of y'all out here would not give up your day to help your family after a car accident. That's wild. That is absolutely wild to me. Like, why? What are you doing? That's more important than making sure they're okay, they have a method of getting around, and that there's no, like, side effects like a concussion or something that you keep track of. I don't get that. I genuinely do not get that. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Very short. Last one was short too. I think that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing for a while until I get into the mood of doing more videos. But yeah, that's absolutely wild. What are y'all doing? What are you actually doing? Oh my gosh, that is terrifying. These are the people that I'm doing life with, and that's not normal. What? What? So here's a tough question for God-fearing pet owners. And you might not want an answer, because I think I don't want one either, but in the end days, when man loses control over the animals, what happens to our fur babies? Do they just go out into the wilderness with all the other animals and cause chaos, doing who knows what? Or, goodness forbid, someone puts down their animal because they no longer have control? Or do you just hope that your animal never sees the end times, which is kind of morbid? Or like, what do you do? And lately I've been convinced that perhaps our understanding of quote-unquote rapture is not all correct. That's more of a modern interpretation of biblical writings. And so it just gets me into the headspace of, like, if we're gonna be here for the whole thing, which I was already post-trib before, so it wasn't that hard of a ask to believe that, but sorry, my hand's getting tired. Like, just do we just, like, pray that the reverse happens, that if we're not being raptured into the skies pre, mid, or post tribulations, that they sort of just are called by the Holy Spirit to go out on their own? Like, I don't know. Very depressing subject. Sorry for bringing it up. But I am 100% one of those people who thinks that not talking about it is worse than talking about it sometimes. But I don't know, just the thought that came into my mind, what happens to this precious little girl in the part of Tribulations that talks about man losing control over animals. We lose our rights to be dominion over them, and it just makes me a little sad. I know there's gonna be like a whole lot worse things going on during that time, don't get me wrong, I know. But to lose my little fur baby, that's up there with one of the bad things. And that's one of the earlier things, I believe, so... yeah, I'm gonna wipe my face of all these tears and try not to think about it for a while. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, so maybe I'm running a little late again. But guys, check this out. Look! We've got a parking lot! This is so cool! So the fact that we started this year in triple digits, and now we're down to basically 90 kilos, and it's August 27th, I want to say. I'm pretty proud of that. And just, I don't know. I think I can actually get down to 75 by my birthday. That seems reasonable to me, like 15 kilos. Yeah. Sorry, my hair is still in the styling I had it in a couple of days ago. I haven't fixed it yet, but it's early morning and I went down to 90 kilos after having a weight spike. So I genuinely was not expecting that, and I thought something was wrong with the scale at first, to be honest. But I think what this tells me, after my 2-week plateau, that I really do need to start actually moving again. I just completed a 5-week diet, so to speak, basically just following MyFitnessPal's recommendations. Like, if you've ever used that app, I'll pop it up on the screen, of course, but if you've ever used that app, there's like that complete diary button, and when you push it, it gives you an estimate of what it thinks your next 5 weeks will look like based off of what you ate that day and how you're eating that day. And for me, I just challenged myself to say, well, what if I actually take it seriously? And what if for 5 weeks I stay within my caloric and my macros and just like test it? Now, I didn't get the weight that they predicted, but I was literally 1 kilo away. So, yeah, I think it worked, and I'm very proud of the results that I got from it. But like I said, I plateaued afterwards. So I'm dog sitting this week, and I walked Novally twice this week. It's only been, this is like day 2.5, and just with doing that, I broke through the plateau. So again, I think I need to incorporate more movement, more action into my day. I'm pretty stationary, but I think the more I move, the more I exercise, and I found some exercise videos that I think will be very helpful for me. They're not gonna bulk me up in a way. And I know people say, oh, you're overreacting, you're not gonna bulk up after one exercise. That's a lie. For my body type, that is a lie. During that 5-week challenge, one of the weeks I did a full-on exercise on my Ring Fit for like half the week. It took forever to get that muscle weight off. And there's nothing wrong with muscle weight, but when the point is to like track to see if I'm losing what I'm supposed to be losing, and I'm basing it off of a sedentary, it was messing stuff up, okay? It made me feel really bad about myself because I couldn't just like not exercise and lose it. It was like, it took a whole week to lose muscles. Just, and I get it. Muscle helps you burn fat. I know everything. You don't need to tell me in the comments. I already know. I promise you, I already know. But it was just like, mentally it was ruining things, so it had to go. But I will bring it back without the intention of looking at the scale. I will bring it back because, again, I do know that muscle burns body fat. However, I would like my muscles to not be here. I would like my muscles to be not in my legs. I would rather have muscles in my abdomen. I would rather have muscles in my deltoids. Like, in my pecs. Sorry, my deltoids are back here. My pecs. Like, I'd rather have muscle there than in any other part of my body because I'm already pretty, like, muscularly built. I don't need more muscles there. I'd rather just work out my abs and my pecs. My legs are good. They're always good. They're never not good. I can miss a few leg days, guys. I can miss a few leg days. We'll be okay. I will try to do my upper arms, and I know I don't want a gun show, but I also know that my skin is starting to crepe in this armpit region, and I don't like that. And I know I'm just gonna keep losing, so I'd rather tone now and deal with this, with the consequences of having a more muscular body type. It's fine. It's fine. I'd rather have bouncy, elastic skin than not have a whole bunch of like, ooh, gun show, ooh, you know? So, let me get ready for the day, and I will talk to you guys later. Yeah. This won't come out until October. I've already decided that, filming. But yeah, so this is August 27th of my weight loss journey, and color me surprised.